The Bobby Bones Show. Everybody roll.
Yeah.
This is Dr. Erwig calling from Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center in Boston. Wanted to let you know a little bit about the testosterone testing that was done, as that's my specialty. So testosterone levels vary throughout the day, and so it can be 300 at one point, 500 at another point, 400 at another point. So one level doesn't really tell you too much. And if one person has a testosterone of, let's say, 600 and another person has a testosterone of 500, it doesn't mean that the person with the testosterone level of 600 is any more masculine than the person of 500.
We're going to disagree, doctor.
Yeah.
That is great information.
Hey, doctor who studied this their whole life.
It's probably like he probably has to tell patients that because
Amy,
would they come back?
And does the doctor understand the art of a bit?
No.
It's that we do, like, and I'm sure he's right, but Lunchbox could have been lower. Eddie could have been higher.
Yeah.
Lunchbox could have been higher.
I can tell you,
Eddie,
though,
you could have been lower.
I can tell you, though, like at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I'd be peaking for sure.
I would say that a
here we
baseball
go.
player, one single at bat does not tell you if they're a Hall of Fame player or not, but that at bat still counts.
Right.
You guys took an at bat, took some swings. Lunchbox hit a single. You struck out, bub.
I sure did.
Eddie's appealed though earlier, and tomorrow, I think we're gonna have your results for the second one.
Good. All I want is justice here. That's it.
So
Always
what?
an excuse.
But I agree.
On what? The
I
justice
agree
part?
that there's a lot of excuses, but I do think this one you are justified in at least questioning it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not saying yours is going to be better. Eddie did 2 tests. The first one came back inconclusive, and then he took a second test, and then we got the results. I assumed that was the second test results.
But the results are from the first test.
Yes.
They finally found.
Yeah, that's weird.
Which is weird.
It goes from inconclusive to we got it.
Well, they kept testing it. They were like, it's got
And
to
if
be
you
in
test
here.
it 3 times, either you're searching real hard, like you're looking under every stone. Tomorrow we will have your results for the second test, but it
Good.
might be lower. And I'm going to warn you, if it's lower, prepare for the wrath. I'm just going to freely let them go.
Who, Amy and Lunchbox?
Yeah.
And if it's higher,
Then justice has been served.
yeah.
Wow.
If it's higher, I will allow one final appeal from Lunchbox to both have it happen again.
Huh.
Wait, what? Then they go at it again?
This one will never end.
Like the doctor said. But we'll know tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll get your results back for the second one.
I know I'm not a doctor, but my limited knowledge from different videos I see on Instagram.
I'm anxious to hear. Go ahead.
I do believe the guys drew their blood in the morning, correct, boys?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person.
I think.
And you are more of a boy
No,
than him.
Eddie's
You're more of a
like-
boy. He's more of a man. Have you seen your results?
Let me tell you my limited knowledge.
Go ahead.
He's saying later in the day he probably would have had more. I have heard men's testosterone is higher upon waking up than when going to sleep.
And they had it at the same time.
And y'all had it at the same exact time.
Yeah.
And where did you hear this from?
The internet.
Limited knowledge
Limited
on
knowledge of
social
people
media.
talking, which you say your libido is high.
Very
and I
high.
think it's why a lot of times men prefer in the morning than at night.
Huh?
Okay. Ray, hit me with that next one.
You know, when I first started listening to y'all, Lunchbox just annoyed me, and it was like, what's wrong with this dude? And over the course of time, he's good looking. The Price is Right just sealed the deal. There's been some videos of him dancing, and I'm just like, man, his wife is one lucky woman, because, man, I would totally date him. Yeah, have a good day.
Totally get it. That's how a lot of women feel.
She's referring to Daniel then.
Yeah.
She saw my
You're
Price
right.
is
She wants to
Right.
date Daniel.
Well, that shirtless video though in Atlanta when he was
That was-
dancing on stage,
yep.
that was Lunchbox.
Yeah,
100% Lunchbox. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate it, and I'm glad that you finally realize. You know, sometimes people don't get it at first, and then they like see me and they start looking at me more like that dude really is hot. He's got it, and I do have it. So
There is somebody for everybody.
That's right. That's what
Would
we're finding
Lunchboxes
out.
be if for people that like Lunchboxes, would that be considered like a fetish?
Oh, yeah, because it's a very specific.
It's a very
niche
specific.
Unique.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
same with Eddie. I mean, if you like someone with low T, it's a fetish.
thing. Okay. You
It's a
can't.
stretch.
Yeah.
There's a guy that was in the hospital because he had a chopstick stuck in his throat,
Oh,
and that chopstick was there for 8 years.
How? Like a piece of a chopstick or a?
Yeah, I would think so. Otherwise, it looks like a bow and arrow coming out of your
whole
neck. An
thing.
arrow. Yeah. Doctors in the city were stunned when a 46-year-old man came to the hospital complaining of severe throat pain. An X-ray revealed a 5-inch. Okay, but 5 inches.
5 inches
That's not
is
much.
huge.
But it says metal chopstick, so that's got to be a broken metal chopstick, right? But how do you break metal?
I don't know.
I'm looking at it. It's down, so it's not like coming out forward of your throat. It's like he swallowed it and it goes down the angle of like your spine.
So it's vertical. Is that right?
That's a good way to
Is
say
vertical?
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't imagine it was
Mostly,
horizontal.
it's that's what I'm saying. But yeah. So they were like, "Hey, do you have any idea what this is?" And he goes, "Yeah."
He knew.
Yeah.
Metal
he said
chopstick?
he accidentally swallowed a chopstick 8 years earlier while eating. That's what shocked me is that they were like, "Any idea?" Oh yeah, of course, it's a chopstick.
This doesn't sound right. He swallowed something else. I don't know what it is.
No, I see it.
But
So you're saying-
you're telling me a metal chopstick broke.
No, I think if the whole thing's only 5 inches, that's a teeny tiny chopstick.
Yeah, maybe mini chopstick.
But is there? They make.
So he has a mini metal chopstick.
Yeah.
I don't
You think he's doing like dirty stuff and puts the chopstick down to push it out?
I don't know. I have my metal straw here right now. I don't know how it would break.
Do it. I don't know
this
that
thing
it
is like
Does that look broken
12
to you, Mike?
inches.
Yeah, it was a little broken
It
at
bro-
the
okay.
end.
At the time, he felt choking pain, but said he could still breathe. Doctor said surgery would be risky. He decided to live with it instead, and for years he did just that. He put up with the occasional discomfort. That changed recently when it started to be more painful. Painkillers didn't help. Doctors found the chopstick had not caused much major damage, but more it could have injured blood vessels or surrounding tissue at any time. Dude, I'm telling you that yeah, it looks like it's split off.
And he didn't want to seek medical help.
No, he did. That makes more sense.
Well, he went in and was like, I swallowed a chopstick the first time.
Oh.
And
They said it'd be risky.
They said it'd be risky, and he's like, all right, all good. I'll just live.
It says here.
I think you go for the risk there. I think it's...
That's why the second time he's like, "Oh, you mean the chopstick?"
Yeah, this whole thing? This ain't new. I had this a long time ago. It's like when I get a new shirt, and Amy's like, did you get a new shirt? No. I've had this forever.
I just searched up mini steel chopsticks.
I think it's broken.
And obviously, but it says they are designed to not break. They're extremely durable.
Which metal usually is. It could have also been a broken chopstick he was using.
Yo, okay.
Yo.
Now we're talking. Wow, some people just perplex me.
You go in and they say it's risky and it's not hurting that bad. Okay. Like some people get shot and they leave their bullets in them.
Sure.
Well, because it's more dangerous to remove,
That's
right?
what they
That's
just
what
said.
just happened here.
Yeah. I get that part, but like
That's why
I
he's
know
like, leave it
y'all
then.
are stuck on. We're in two different places. I'm like,
You don't say.
I'm like, how does this happen? And why are you eating with a 5-inch chopstick?
The crazy part's when like people get stuff stuck in their butt and they have to go in and get that stuff out.
That's embarrassing.
That's
Oh, yeah.
wild. Because you know, as you're like cowboy walking into the hospital, you know you're about to have an embarrassing conversation.
Okay, but I have heard that you need to not have shame. When you go, the ER doctors, they've seen it. They'd rather save your life than for you to be in pain. And the increase of people showing up at the hospital for this type of thing is around Christmas time because there's a lot of Christmas tree-shaped things. And you could see how that's more appealing.
Christmas tree
Like if you go
and
to,
I can see how that's
if
more
you
appealing.
go to the arts and crafts store, they have a lot
So
of.
you go to Hobby Lobby and you go, that looks like it'd be right up my butt.
Yes. Dr. Beach Gym 10, I follow her. She's got millions of followers on Instagram, and she actually did a PSA. She went to like Hobby Lobbies or Michael's, and she showed all the different objects that she sees in the ER.
They could be stuck in your butt?
Yes, and she told people, like, she was like, look, this is not really what I want to do, but look, if this is your thing, this is going to be the more safe option. Because if people are doing it, she wanted to help them because she sees it in the ER, and then she sees the shame. So she also wanted to create awareness of like, you better come in immediately.
You better come in immediately.
Because it could be, it's life threatening.
I agree. I'm going to agree with everything you're saying. I think even when I tore like a part of would it be my rectum?
When you tore on the Peloton.
On the Peloton?
Yeah.
Yeah, my BH. So that there's some shame there just because they have to go in and like put their fingers inside your butt.
Right.
And that's just weird. And nobody likes that, but they do it all the time. So I'm going to say, though, if there's a candy cane stuck in your butt
right,
and you go in to the doctor, you should go in and hopefully your life needs to be saved. But if you don't think once you leave, the doctor's telling another doctor, we got 3 candy canes today. What a day this is. It's crazy.
It's Christmas time.
Yeah. They're seeing it, and you need to go and get it fixed for sure. Because the health should outweigh the shame.
Yes.
But if you don't think there's bro.
I mean,
somebody had the star of the top of their Christmas tree firmly planted inside their buttocks.
What a day.
That's going to be talked about, and they're going to get a little giggle.
Yeah, but that's what she was trying to say. We're not going to. She's trying to welcome people.
No, and they should. I
know,
agree.
but
It's hard. It's weird to go in with your
vulnerable.
butt. With your butt.
Yeah, and be like, this decor is up there. And you could say it was a dare. It was a dare.
Who are you playing Truth or Dare with?
Isn't it better?
Christmas, Truth or Dare? Okay, guys.
Isn't it better to say it was a dare than your own curiosity?
I don't think it matters to them. I don't think a backstory matters when you go in and you've got a plastic Rudolph jammed up your butt. I don't think
Rudolph's
it matters.
I'm telling you, they're all
Christmas trees.
They're all like porcelain shaped Christmas trees. She actually
Don't do porcelain.
She said stay away from anything glass. There's a lot of glass trees.
Of course.
Ay.
Obviously, stick with something more rubber based.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that kind of went off the rails.
It was a dare.
Our phone number is 877-77-BOBBY. You're welcome to call. 877-77-BOBBY. We're back in a second.
Morning, studio. This is Lisa calling from Austin, Texas. I just wanted to say, Bobby, stop being a hater. I feel like y'all are really bashing on Eddie about the voiceover thing. And, I mean, if that's the direction he wants to go, then let him go there. Stop looking at all the negatives, you and Amy. I'm kind of disappointed in you guys. But have a great day. I still love the show.
Wow, guys.
Thanks. You got a backer. No, you were a hater too.
No, I was not.
You're definitely a hater too.
No, never not.
Eddie did a voiceover on a podcast. I thought he was doing a voice. I didn't know he was doing his own voice. That was my only point.
I'm still another character. I'm Dan the weatherman, but
now
voice.
you're a dinosaur.
Huh?
Same voice.
No. If I was a dinosaur.
Oh, now you're a bird.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
You changed so quick.
Now you're a head coach in the 40s of a football team.
No.
But I'm sure Dan the Weatherman has more animation with Eddie's voice.
And he has a different storyline than my personal storyline.
That's all. Where we get. Why do you say
he's
stuff
not
like
a
that?
dad?
Yeah, what?
Is he a dad?
He's not a dad.
Okay.
He's married.
Eddie did a voiceover on like a podcast, and then we just thought he was going to be doing like a voice, like an animal voice, but it was just him talking. Got it. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
We all root for each other, so
Thank you.
Good luck there. I do want to go to Kelly, who lives in upstate New York. Now, I was talking about my experience when my mom died, and they were just like, you should get the nicest casket. She'd love it. You should get the most expensive urn. She'd love it. And I was like, man, it's like pressure I've never felt before, and you're mourning because somebody just died, so you just go, okay. And so that was my one experience. And Amy had somewhat similar.
I did a casket with my mom and a ashes box with my dad.
So Kelly's on, and I'm glad she is because she is. Your son's a funeral director, Kelly?
Yes.
Yeah. So in my story, does that reflect your knowledge of the industry?
No, not at all. Actually, I have 2 sons that are funeral directors, and my brother-in-law. My sons are actually 5th generation.
Wow.
On my husband's side, but my one son owns a funeral home in upstate New York, and I help him out there once in a while. And he is actually very well respected for servicing his families and not being that you got to get the most expensive. You have to, all income levels of families that he services, and he's very, like I said, well respected and does not do that pushy, sleazy kind of car salesman push on funerals. So I just didn't want the whole industry to be,
I'm glad you called. No, seriously, I'm glad you called.
Yeah, it's a valid point.
And that's why I put you on, because that was just my story, and it's good to know that. Is that kind of known, Kelly, that some people do that though?
It is. And there are, especially now, some funeral homes are like corporate. They've kind of gotten away. He's, a locally owned funeral home. And those are the guys that really are your good guys. Not that the other ones are bad, but, when you're a corporation, you're just pussy and it's all about the money.
Pushy.
Pushy.
Oh, I thought
was
she
like,
said.
I
Yeah, I
did
thought
too.
she,
bottom
yeah,
line.
yeah. Pushy with the H. Yes, that was a close one. So does your son, does he always have to talk very quietly all day at work?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that'd be
You're,
tough.
You have
when
to
you're
make-
with families, of course. Yeah.
It'd be weird if you were going
Yeah.
in and you hear them in the background. They're like, "Oh, did you say game of the Lions last night?" Whoa, and they walk out like, "Hi, sorry, I feel." Kelly, I'm glad you called because my one story does not reflect the entire industry. So I'm glad you could share that.
Thank you. Love you guys. Listen to you every morning.
Thank you. Have a great day. I want to go to Stephanie in Houston. We were talking about this guy had a chopstick in his throat, if you missed the last segment. And then we started talking about when people have to go in because they have stuff in their butt to the doctor. And then Amy gave us a PSA, like, don't let shame get you. Stephanie, you are on.
Hey, long-time listener. Hey, studio.
Hello. What's up, Stephanie?
I was just calling to say that, yes, it absolutely happens, and they absolutely talk about you after you leave. Excuse me. I was working in a smaller town hospital, and there was someone who had a sweet potato up their bum that the doctor had to remove in the ER.
What?
And I worked labor and delivery, and we knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Word travels.
they do. Yes, word does travel. But what was funny about it was the next day, one of the nurses from the ER had gone home, made a sweet potato pie, and put it on the doctor's desk the next day.
Oh no.
That's messed up.
But not with the not
No.
with the sweet
No,
potato.
no,
Not
Not,
with that.
not with the
No.
OG potato,
With
because
it-
that would be the ultimate.
I mean, it's the shape of sweet potatoes.
Amy, they're huge.
it also
Yeah.
well not
they
all.
vary. They
They're not-
vary.
Okay.
But also,
vary.
I'll say this: that shows you the amount of shame that you shouldn't have, because they also just are like, "That's funny,"
Yeah, but the whole hospital knows, or the
Yeah.
whole doctor's
but they don't know.
office.
They don't put a picture of your face up with a sweet potato on it. And be
I
like,
bet you see him later at the post office. Like, that's the guy.
For sure.
you still have to go in
Because
though.
if it's a small
If
town.
there's a sweet, I know,
I mean, you
small town
move.
sweet potatoes, that gets you in trouble. Or maybe you drive to the nearest town. Oh crap, that's
But
stuck.
even how do you drive?
Leaned on one sheet.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be hard if that's like your thing.
Dang. Stephanie, thank you for sharing that story. Hope you have an awesome day.
Thanks, guys. Y'all too. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I again say your health is more important than letting your shame keep you from fixing your health.
Yeah.
Because it just a shameful. There's just a shameful place. Like I was riding a Peloton going up and down, and it's like oh that hurts so bad. And then I took a bath. I like my baths. I was like oh that hurts so bad. And then you have to go in, and she's like.
Yeah, but if you had to pick going in for that or the other, you'd
Yeah.
go in for that.
If
every
I
day.
had a sweet potato, I'd go in with a wrestling mask on.
I gotta leave it on. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I'm a wrestler.
I'm gonna be a luchador today, so.
Oh, and say it was part of your act.
What the?
It went wrong. I do this magic trick where I pick things up with my toes and my butt. The one with the butt got a little out of control.
Well, never mind. This is going too far.
Yeah, it's going too far.
It's too
If
far.
you had to stop yourself, it's too
no,
far.
but it's from a doctor though.
No, I think we're good. We're good.
Well, no, but
no,
this
don't.
is-
You stopped yourself and you keep saying, well,
because
no.
it's informative and it's not actually. But I didn't know the way that our body is designed. It sort of is designed to go. So that's
What?
Suck it up?
Like the bank machine when you stick the thing in there.
so that's what happens. Is sometimes people don't realize how quickly it's going to get lost. up
Mine's
there.
designed differently.
The opposite way.
No, I know you would think, but it's not.
Hey, there were a lot of listeners disappointed in you.
Wait, why? For that?
No, not for that. I'm not disappointed in you, but how you reacted when Eddie's T was low.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Why did you do that, Amy?
Because
Well, we were all having a good time.
I could not stop laughing because you thought you were going to be higher.
Yeah.
And then it was like, this is what we do. But then Lunchbox's jokes were pretty solid. And I was laughing already. And then Lunchbox was being funny. So then I was laughing at that. And then once you start laughing like that, you can't stop. Right?
Like a friggin' Pringle.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Like you were laughing too.
Not as hard as you, Amy.
I was trying to keep it on track. It was funny. And it wasn't at anyone's expense because they both put themselves up.
Excuse me?
It wasn't.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
You
yeah.
guys were laughing at me.
Yes,
Yeah, but you signed up
It easily
for
could have been
it.
him. You both put yourself up at risk.
Right, but it wasn't him.
But it could have been, and you would have been laughing at him. Like, all's fair.
Yeah, and then laughing is contagious. And then I knew we shouldn't be laughing, so it just kept making me laugh more, and I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That's what we do on this show. If you would have been laughing, he would have just shared it. Oh, my testosterone's been low out of nowhere, and you started laughing like that. Maybe a little.
Right.
But it wasn't. They did a segment where they gave blood to a paramedic to see who had the higher testosterone.
Yeah, you gave him the numbers, and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to be 932 or whatever."
Wouldn't you have said the same thing?
What, with confidence?
Yeah, confidence. You got to go in thinking
Sure,
you're.
yes, go confident. But then it wasn't even the 390.
And then you guys saw me. I was like, oh, this is so sad. And you guys kept laughing. Not
Yeah,
you,
we couldn't
obviously.
stop. A little bit. I watched the clip, though, back. I laughed hard.
The clip is funny.
Okay, so we'll have some new results for Eddie hopefully tomorrow for a second draw that we did. Otherwise, you guys can hit us up, 877-77-BOBBY. That's our number, 877-77, BOBBY.